Right, welcome back to another Beard Invades. This week we've got someone brand new to the Make community that I don't think many of you will recognise. Hopefully you'll jump over there, you'll subscribe to his channel, you'll give him some support and help him grow a little bit, because he really is an inspiration. His name is Dan and his channel is called WheelsDan. How you doing, Dan?
Hello, mate. You all right?
Excellent.
I'm good.
Excellent. It's great to have you on the show.
Thanks for letting me on. Brilliant.
You're welcome. And purely, I mean, you're a great guy, and I've seen the stuff that you do on your channel. And we've chatted about the other stuff that you do outside of YouTube, and you know what you do as a living and that. And yeah, you're a great inspiration, and I'm hoping that everyone in the chat heads over and gives you a bit of support and gets to know you. Yeah. So, right, before we go into the invasion and we talk to you and that sort of thing, I'm just going to give a few shout outs to the people that have come into the chat. What I need to do, though, is I need to mute the other stream that I've got going. Okay. So, as usual, at the top is Wood Wizardry. Should we try that again? It's Wood Wizardry by Colin. Gets me every week. Douglas Mungham, Peter Corcoran. I hope I got that right. I always think, oh, I got that wrong. We got Doug from Pohl Barn. The Blue Light Turner's Workshop. Andy from AHB Spoke. Got me in the chat somehow. Got Wayne the Woodturner. I always forget my glasses. Got my old man, white beard. Hello, Dad. Ian the Shed's in there as well. Brian from Heartwood Turning. There's a lot of turners in here tonight that are going to love what you do. I tell you, you're going to be an inspiration to these guys. I hope.
Not quite at their level yet.
Andy H is for turning. How do we say it? Joe Senior. Joe Senior is Glyn Senior from Yorkshire Grit.
Oh, Yorkshire Grit. Yeah, I know that well. I use that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yep. Funny enough, he supports my channel as well, so I want to get him out there. Doug Miller at Woodspun Round. Who else we got? Word Turning by Barry. Jiggy Shed. There's loads of people in, which I really appreciate it, guys, for coming out. Did I say Jiggy Shed? I didn't I?
Yeah. Hopefully, there should be some of mine in there. I hope.
There's loads. Stace Makes is in.
Oh yeah. I got you up there.
Cool.
On the board.
Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft. Okay. Jim Conian. I ain't got my glasses on. Jim, welcome, Jim. Christine and Michael Hesseltine are in. Sneaks Wall Art. Anyway, I think that is it for now. Let's get into this invade, shall we?
Quite a few. Then.
So there's quite a few in, and I do really. There's 37, and I do really appreciate it, guys. IDL Wood Turning is just coming as well. So, guys, at the end of this, or now, if you can, let's get Dan past 303. I think it was earlier on.
Yeah,
so let's get you a 3.
I think.
Okay. So, Dan, tell us a little bit about your situation, because it's not unique, but from what I can see, you can only use from the chest up, and you managed to do all this wood. Tell us a little bit about what's happened to you and in the past.
Well, you might have noticed I'm not quite 6 foot tall. You know, I'm a little bit of a dwarf compared to the lathe, but it's just I'm paralysed in a wheelchair. Motorcycle accident, a little bit too close. My mate was behind me on a bend, and I hit gravel. Bit of a crash. You know, he crashed into me, and that was the end of that story. Basically, I was hit in the middle of the back by his bike and paralysed from T8. So complete, which means severed. from T8 down. So, but I don't have any abs, so I'm here. That's why I got the big fat parabelly. It's not just food, honest. It's not. And then nearly 3 years ago now, 2018, I had another one, racing my hand cycle, which I got relatively good at, up to 5th in the UK. But I was doing a 600-mile challenge in the month of June. I had to complete it. I did it in 14 days, and I had like 15 miles left, and a car decided to park on my head after hitting a lorry. So yeah, that was exciting. Bad place to park, sort of thing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that got me into this from there.
Yeah.
Sitting and watching videos on YouTube got me into, coming onto YouTube and doing this.
So I mean you must have been thinking to yourself, what can I do? I mean, I know you do other things.
I do a lot of stuff.
Like your scuba diving. You're a scuba diving instructor.
I'm trying to be. I will be soon. If I keep on, I'm training to be dive leader now. So I'm sports diver qualified already. And I'll be training to do dive leader as we progress on, and then on to open water instructor. And I want to be a DFA instructor, so disability for diving for all instructor. So I can teach other people to instruct disabled people.
Cool. And you also work. You still work, and you're making wheelchairs, is it, or something to do with that?
We build wheelchairs up. I work for a company called Draft Wheelchairs. We build hand cycles, race wheelchairs. I can't really mention the names of people that we make them for, but Olympians, we make them for all them.
Brilliant.
The top guys, really, and guys and girls, obviously. We make day chairs as well, standard day chairs. We don't make them, but we build them. We get them in, and we put them together and do the custom bits for people. Yeah.
Because I mean, we can see the lathe behind you, but you're also a very keen welder.
I've got all the welding benches are behind you. I can spin the camera around, but I've got TIG welder, MIG welder. I do loads of welding now. So
brilliant.
You can see it on my channel. You'll see some of my gates, I think, on there. There's some other bits I need to put on there as well. So
brilliant. Just before we go any further, we've got a few extras here. We've got Circular Wood by Keith. I did see John's Casting. Don't recognise John's Casting. Welcome to the channel. Steve C as well. Herb's Scrolling. Where have you gone? You scrolled up. Herb's Scrolling Station. Welcome, Herb. And Jiggy Shed. What have I already said that? So obviously, by looking at your channel, you enjoy wood turning.
I love it.
So you being in the wheelchair and wood turning, it's well known when you're learning to wood turn that your body movements, your hips, your legs, and your stance, and everything comes into it, and it's really important. But how have you got around that? How do you cope with?
Well, I generally that monster up here at my eye level. So obviously holding it up here at my eye level on the rest behind me there. Obviously the other handed round, but I use both hands a lot more than, because most people say the front hand shouldn't really maneuver it, much side to side, because that's where you can get the catch from the back. But I tend to actually, because I have to lean on something, otherwise I'll just fall over. So I've got a lot of my weight leaning on the rest, on the tool rest, and then obviously I use the backhand to move it around. But I do have to use the tool rest quite a lot. And I just learning, I suppose, really. It's watching YouTube videos, seeing how other people actually just move the tool, and then working with that, doing the pull and push. And
so what was the hardest obstacle that you had to overcome and learn how to achieve?
I think the hardest thing for me is being able to see in the end of turning. And with the other lathe I had, the old lathe, the cheap, the thing you learn on, it only did one way, only did forwards. So It didn't do reverse, whereas this thing is brilliant because it does reverse, but it also, you can unlock the head and turn the head so that I can be sat here in the wheelchair and work into it at the same time. And it's a lot easier to work. But in reverse is brilliant because I can actually see what I'm doing with the tool instead of trying to, because you can just lean over, say, oh, hello, look inside and job done. I can't do that. So it's a lot of feel. It's a lot by feel.
Yeah. Wayne the woodturner, he's, in fact, what I'll do, you'll be able to see on here. Dennis Wake also have developed a rise and lower lathe bench.
A lot of people have said to me about this, about building a platform to wheel up onto so that I'm higher up. But with no abs, I can't see how that's going to help me. And I kind of want to learn like everybody else is. I'm no different to anybody else, apart from the fact I'm short. And if I can turn up to anybody's lathe anywhere in the world or anywhere in the country and get on with it, I haven't got to go, I need to put a pallet down, I need to do this, I need to do that. I just get on with it. It's just
that's brilliant.
Wait, no
just remember, guys, if you have a question for Dan, and you've got to have loads of questions. I mean, look what the guy does in a wheelchair, including the welding.
Idiot.
Just start off with a couple of capital Qs, and I'll try my hardest to spot them. Okay, so shall we have a little look at your channel?
Oh yes, it's a bit small.
I'll do first. It's what? All right, okay. I should have got this done earlier, shouldn't I? I always have this ready. So
you was combing that beard too much. That's what it was.
I was. Yeah. Right. For those that anyway, I'll just forget that. Anyway, fine. Chest crease. Dan was a bit shocked earlier when I was combing my beard.
I was only jealous. That's all it was.
Okay, right. Can you see the screen, Dan? Can you see your?
I can. Yeah,
okay. Right then. So you're currently on 314.
314. Thank you. That's a couple more than it was before. I've got quite a few more.
It is. Yeah. Everyone helps. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please head over. Give Dan a bit of support. So it's a very nice and neat channel. Oh, you've got other things like training, and I did watch a little bit of that one.
The shark, first paralysed diver. Yeah.
Tough Mudder.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah, that was very hard.
And a lot of wood turning, and it looks like some real nice stuff. I did watch the lidded bowl for Doug. That was really nice.
I know he likes the peely because he likes the, what's it called?
Chatoyance.
When it flashes. Yeah. He loves that. So I sent him a Sapili bomb.
So you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 6, 7, 28 videos. So it looks like you try to get them out regularly.
I try to do them once a week, but we've had huge problems with the lathe, which is now pushed me back to once every 2 weeks, and I think it might be pushing me back even further now. So.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, YouTube. What made you decide to start recording and uploading to the platform?
Well, I think he's in there in your list of people.
He is.
The one man that put me into doing this onto YouTube, the guy that I watched, and he knows how much he's helped me. He's helped me a lot more because I've got, everyone's got a little bit of problems in the head and stuff.
Of course.
And he's helped me a lot, actually. But Doug, Pohl Barnes, Doug gave me that final little, get on there, do it, upload your first one and see what happens. And so thanks to Doug, he's the one that got me into doing wood turning on YouTube. The guy that got me into wood turning before is Laurie from Sheffield, in hospital. That's where I had my very first go at wood turning, was in hospital.
Okay, cool.
So it's thanks to Doug, really.
Yeah. So it's Doug's fault that you ventured into this rabbit hole.
It's Doug's fault
pit.
that everyone has to put up with me.
So we got 50 people watching. So guys, head over, check out 51 people. Check out Dan's channel. Give him your support, please. So we got a couple of questions. So Sneaks Wall Art question: would a camera and monitor help to see in the end placed in the perfect spot? So I think this is it's like when you're hollowing out or something like that.
Yeah. I suppose. I would have thought it would help. I don't know what it would work with delay, because you always get a delay between monitor and camera. And knowing my look, I'll end up with it bosh in the face. That's why my face shield's got a dent in it. It happens, you know.
You are pretty close to that thing spinning really fast.
always getting something in my face. So.
Okay, so the Blue Light Turners workshop. Whereabouts in the UK are you?
I'm Grantham, Lincolnshire.
Lincoln.
Yeah, and I did watch your live show.
The Invade.
Yeah.
The Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Invade. It is. Yeah, Invade. Yeah. That was really good, actually. Really good with the mental health. Really good.
So Doug's replied to you, it was my pleasure and I am proud. It's my fault.
It is your fault, mate.
It's always Doug's fault.
Yeah. Blame him.
Whatever happens, just blame Doug. Just blame Doug. So we've got a few extras in. We've got the Flaming Turner is in. I did see someone else. Someone new. Oh, Benjamin's in. Benjamin is in. Can't see him now. I just saw someone new. Oh, TLF Works. Welcome to my channel, TLF Works. Just remember, guys, you can hit my subscribe button. Nicola Fletcher's in too, and Lawrence Bougie.
Yes, comments on a couple of mine. Yeah.
Okay. If anyone else can pronounce his name, good evening, Rich, WheelsDan, and everyone in the chat. Okay, where was we? Shall we have a little look at your shop?
We can probably do it without maybe knocking the tripod over. That'd be actually, wouldn't it? Yeah. So obviously we've got the lathe. So if I put it over there.
So that's the Nova Galaxy DVR.
Nova Galaxy DVR. That is. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant, to be honest, with the DVR side of things, not changing any of the belts and stuff like that. I try and turn this without going crazy fast. You got my sticker board over there, which has got 5 or 6 stickers on it now. I've just put a new one from Double D, Dan Dubois, is it? He sent me. He just sent me one. If I go underneath this camera somehow without crashing into it. So you got my metal stack over there. Just all 14, 50mm box section over there, and flat plate, 6mm, and all that gauge sort of stuff. We've got the standing station and the Pro Edge. They're brilliant. They're really good. They're really good. Just below that, you've got the underneath there is the DeWalt. There you go. The DeWalt chop saws underneath there. That's a steel flip table.
Oh, that's the one you was telling me about.
Yeah, that's the flip table. You just press spins down, and the steel flip table comes up, and sits all the way around.
Really well balanced as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It just swings about however you want it to. But sorry, make a racket for
Excellent.
you.
No, that's good.
And then we've got hoods and that lot. Oh god, my phone won't stay still now. We've got hoods for the extraction. We've got a P flux next door that takes it all away. Metal benches, obviously, as you can see. The Evolution chop saw, which is for steel. A bit of old gate post on there that I want to chop up and use. This oak gate post. More metal work. I've got my own welding bench over there, which is all drilled out. That welding bench is got 100mm centers in it and all key for doing the welding. Got the welders down below. Good old tumble dryer in the corner. Look. And a new one we've just got the I've got the Holtzman planar thicknesser jointer, which I haven't played with yet. So yeah, I've just got that. And just on the other side is the state of my tool rack, and big tool trolley and that lot behind me, which you don't think you guys can see really, unless I take you off really quickly. So obviously you've got the you got all the extractors that run all down the side and to the lathe itself. I've got the bandsaw sat there, and then the big pillar drill as well, SIP pillar drill. Whether you guys can see that very well. I'll try and click it back on. So yeah, we've got absolutely loads in here. Too much in here, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be fair, oh, my nice welding helmet up there, look, and my message from my good lady, look. She writes,
oh yeah,
she writes me messages on the board. I'll just spin you back around. That should be about right, I think. So yeah, I've got too much in it, far too much in it.
So I mean, I just want to touch on a question that TLF Works has just asked.
Yeah.
Dan, do you use this shop? It is so clean that it makes Mike Rob's shop look dirty. And we chatted about this the other day, didn't we? When we were doing the test for the live, on how important it is for you to have a clean shop.
Yeah, two things. Being in the chair, you've got to have a clean shop. Okay, you can wheel through sawdust, but when I'm doing metal work and cutting and got grinding all over the floor, you can't be wheeling through that because these tires are at 140 psi. When they go bang, they go bang. So yeah, and plus the big danger: welding at one end and grinding at one end, and sawdust at the other end. It doesn't make a good combination. You get a little bit of a spark, a little bit of a fire, and then we're all wheeling out of here going, Jesus Christ, it's on fire. We do have to be careful and tidy, clean. It's much better to work clean anyway.
Well, it is, it is. But for you, obviously, it's even worse because you're gonna, you're having to move yourself around there. You can't just, if you want a tool that you've not put away, you've got to wheel yourself. No, you've got to wheel yourself to go and get that, and it,
Yeah.
So Radar, the wood turner, welcome. I've just seen someone else. Glyn from Yorkshire Grit is in as well. Welcome, Glyn.
I've got that in the drawer.
Yeah. Foxtons. Welcome, Foxtons.
Hello.
So we've got 55 people watching, which is great. Everyone, please go over, give Dan your support. The link to his channel is in the description, and I'm sure he would love all 55 of you to hit that subscribe button. Oh, yeah. Well, I would as well. I would actually.
That'd help me.
I would.
It'd help you too.
I'm sort of like 4 away from 2,400 or something silly like that. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Okay, so I know you talked about Doug inspiring you to take up wood turning. Is there anyone else that inspires you to do, because I know you do wood turning and you do metal work and you do diving. Is there anyone that's inspired you to, because let's face it, a lot of people in your situation wouldn't be as upbeat and positive as you are,
It's too easy to sit in the corner and cry about it.
Yes.
If you do that, everyone goes down that road. Everyone has a bad day. We all have bad days. But if you sit in the corner and cry about it, you've still got to face it again next day. Yeah. And it doesn't get any better. So the idea is to just fight it there and then. And do what you can, sort of thing. And keep doing stuff, keep active, keep doing things. The fitter you are, the easier life is. So that's how I take things anyway. And that's just my, in the brain ideas. But yeah, I mean, I've watched quite a lot of YouTube woodworking and things like that, like Shady Acres. I've watched him. Another one, American guy, Worth the Effort, I think it's called.
Don't know.
Yeah, watch him quite a bit. He's like a teacher sort of thing. Definitely almost like a teacher because he talks like a teacher. But he's quite funny in some of the things that he does and teaches you, like fall cuts and all this sort of stuff with different plates. There's quite a few that I watch.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of time to watch YouTube in the morning. So it takes a long time to get this ready. I've got my hair, my nails.
Yeah, of course.
I'll look after myself.
Dan from Sidings Workshop says, great attitude, mate. Zombie Woodturners in. So, guys, if you've got any questions, Dan would love to answer them for you. So just keep firing away. I am looking because, maybe you may be able to help someone that is in a similar situation as you, with that kind of barrier
I do that. I do personal training as well because I'm a gym instructor as well. So I do like to help out. We used to have a group that I used to run to help people out as well, fitness training and stuff like that. So I've got a full gym next door. We're in the pain cave. I've got my bike in there. I've got full cables machine in there and rack and everything. So it's a bit of hell in there, but it's pleasure in here. This is the nice. This is the pleasure. And I really enjoy making stuff. So I want to start selling things as well.
Brilliant,
if I can.
Green from Yorkshire Grit. I was going to say earlier on, you'd get on really well with Glenn because he's into his bikes and stuff like that as well, and his metalworking. So he's just put Dan good on you. I'm a biker, open water diver, and I got a metal shop.
Oh, well, where are you? We got to meet up then.
Yeah. Dan is on Instagram, WheelsDan on Instagram and Facebook as well. You WheelsDan as well, I think. So guys,
on Instagram it's WheelsDan_1988 because they wouldn't let me have WheelsDan because it got hacked. So
okay. What I will do is I will pop that in the chat.
I can't do a lot of things with the YouTube side of things on community because I haven't got the 1,000 subscriber thing. So there's a lot of things you can't do, like adding websites and stuff like that. And I'm new to it, so if anybody else has got any advice of how to make my videos better and what I need to be doing that I'm not doing, then I'm happy for it.
You'll get loads of advice. You get loads of there's hundreds of years worth of advice in the chat right now. Anyway, Gav from CD Woodwork says, it's a question. Everyone could take a leaf out of Dan's book. I think that's it for questions at the moment. So who, if anyone, would you like to inspire?
Inspire. That's a difficult one, isn't it, really? I don't think I inspire anybody, if I'm honest. I don't. I want somebody to just go out and enjoy themselves in the workshop, or just take that final step to maybe go onto YouTube. But I don't think there's much inspiration. It's just me doing me, if you know what I mean. I'm not really doing it to teach anybody because I'm not at that level. But for people to just go, do you know what? Have a go. It's the same as the diving situation, and too many people say no. Too many people and companies and people that train other people go, no, it's just too difficult. Just have a go. If you can't do it, fine, you can't do it. If you can do it, you might find something you love. It cost me 50 quid to start. I bought a rubbish old lathe for 50 quid. The guy felt sorry for the crip in a wheelchair and gave me my chisels. Gave me a load of chisels, not the expensive ones. And that's how I learned. And I made some really cool stuff and gave it to friends, family. And then they said, you're not too bad at that. Why don't you ever go and get a bigger lathe? So I bought a bigger one. My good lady bought me a bigger one.
I bet you could reach to your left and find a couple of pieces to show us, couldn't you?
I could actually. So we've got the big old goblet. So that was made on the old £50 lathe.
And this is it. I mean, that lathe that you made that on is the same as the one I've got that I've given to Thomas. And
that's 50 quid, that lathe, and that made that one's open to Peely, that one. I've got a rosewood one, which is a vase, which is like everybody goes, oh, that's ridiculously thin. So
Yeah,
that's rosewood and oak inlay, and then it's very, it's proper thin. So
it's really nice. That is really nice.
That's the type of thing I like doing. I got a little apple globe goblet as well. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? It's everything's in reverse. It's a bit weird. Yeah. But I've got some cool stuff. I've got some mega stuff on the go down below with the wood that's ready to be made into stuff, because I'm trying to get into the segmented things, segmented bowls and laminated stuff. So and a little bit of resin.
Yeah, and that's why you got that plainer thickness jointer, wasn't it? That
Yeah. So, the sole reason to buy that was to be able to do some of the crazy stuff that I keep seeing. Like there's a lad who's made 5,000 piece vase for 5,000 subscribers. I was like, oh my god,
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen
it. Insane. French lad. Absolutely insane, crazy.
So Zombie Woodturner, he's come up with a great point there. I agree that you can do a lot with, my dog's about to move, with an inexpensive machine. He's sitting on my kidneys. Hey, get out of it, you. Oh.
He wants you off that sofa.
He does, don't you? Anyway, so moving on. Camera equipment. So what are you using as far as camera equipment, and also I want to add to this for people that may be in a similar situation is setting it all up. How does that work? How do you cope with that? Because for us, we've got tripods and stuff like that. For you, it may be a little bit more difficult. And I know I'm kind of going on about the fact that you're in a wheelchair, but it's things that we take for granted. It's things that we take for granted, like having a tripod that's 3 foot wide at the base. Do you know what I mean? And things like that. How do you cope with that sort of thing?
Well, I do have one tripod, which you're currently attached to at the minute on the phone. So I'm recording. This is all on my phone on a Galaxy. So I don't do the iPod thing, the Apple thing. No. So I've got the Samsung Galaxy. It is on a tripod, but I've got it on a boom extension so that it stretches out over my head. So it's it's got to be out of the way and over my head sort of thing. But I will be putting one on the wall behind me, which will be another tripod extension that will go on the wall. And then other than that, I've got the GoPros. So I've got the GoPro Hero 9, that's actually really, really good, which I'm going to hopefully maybe do some live stuff with, which we were talking about before. And I've got an old GoPro as well, but most of my original videos were all recorded on the phone. They're recorded on my mobile phone, edited on the computer, and that's it.
It's amazing
now
how
I've stepped up.
When I
don't do much of that really, but
no. When I'm asking people, this same question each week, camera equipment, all that. A lot of people always go back to their mobile phone. It just shows how good mobile phones are now.
They're really good. But the only problem with the mobile phone is you get a lot of shake that I noticed. Where with the with the Hero 9, that gets rid of a lot of that. But your phone you've already got, and the Hero 9 is all expensive.
They're not cheap. No. And then there's all the fittings that you need to go with them. You can get the cheap ones, but you get what you pay
or make
for
your own.
there.
I've seen some plywood ones. You can make your own ones, your own booms and stuff to come out. So I'm going to do that so I can get some better shots, because I know the camera. I'm not the best at making the video side of things, so I know that's something I need to learn at, as well as the turning. But I ain't been doing it that long. So.
Come on, I mean, I've just seen what you've turned. You ain't got nothing to worry about there. There's some stunning pieces they are. Yeah. Okay, so where do you plan to be this time next year with what you're doing now?
I'd like to be selling some stuff. To be putting it out there and having a website and maybe, like people say, an Etsy store sort of thing. I'd like to do that. I'd like to get more turning done, a lot more turning done, because I've got so many ideas and things, and projects on the brain, because the brain just doesn't turn off. So I want to do that. I'd like to go to that everybody keeps saying, the Maker Central.
That was my next question, actually. That was my next question. Are you going to go?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go. We're definitely going to go to that. I mean, we spoke about it, so I'll definitely be there. It's something I've got to go to. So you'll love it. But making more stuff. Just need to get into making more stuff.
Brilliant. Okay, so let's move on to shout outs. Who's your shout out?
There's a couple. There's Doug, obviously. I mean, everybody knows Doug. So, and it's his fault, like we say. It's his fault I'm here. So there's Doug. There's weirdly one-offs as well. So I've done a little bit of sort of like collaboration with, but I can't say too much because it's a surprise for somebody. So she's really good. Makes some crazy things with 3D printed and like skulls and things like that. Like some crazy stuff. So have a look at her. Claire, making it out of the woods, definitely. It's Claire's fault that you're attacking me now, invading me.
It is,
And the other one is my dad, really, Mr. Walker, as we call him. I'm Mr. Wheeler, he's Mr. Walker. He helps me with everything. Helps me with absolutely everything in this workshop. Anything that's in here, like all those steel benches I've built myself. I've made and designed everything in here, but who puts it all up? Who put all the extraction unit all up there? 6 hours of putting pipes together and hanging it off the ceiling, and then I go, I want a blast gate just there. Is that all right? Rip it all down again. So my dad is really good.
So you're on 326 at the moment.
Thank you very much.
Subscribers. Do we have any more questions? My shout out this week is going to go to Dan Siding's workshop. I've been watching Dan on Instagram recently, and he's got some good stuff on there.
Paused.
What's paused? Oh, we're still here. Right, let's move down for a second. Let's see what happens. So, hopefully Dan can come back in. So just let me know, guys. Am I frozen as well, or is it just Dan? See, I can't tell if it's me or Dan. I can't see Dan at the moment. Maybe he's just resetting. Oh, yeah, it's gone. So it's just me. It's just me at the moment. Hopefully it'll come back in a sec. What was I saying? Yeah, so my shout out this week is for where's he gone? Let's put him on screen. Dan, the Sidings workshop. So check him out on Instagram. I don't know, have you got a YouTube? I know you've got a YouTube channel, but do you put anything up there, Dan? Dan, come back. Lewis Hadlow says, come back. Okay, so I don't know where Dan is. Oh, here he is. There he is.
Sorry about that. Somebody's nicking all my router.
That's okay. Okay. Well, you know what? We're at the end of the invasion anyway. So all I was
speaking about that as well.
yeah. Just a minute ago. So Dan, my shout out, Dan the Sidings Workshop. He's not got YouTube, but he's on Instagram. So guys, I'll leave a link to Dan's channel in the description. So all I have to say now to you, Dan, is thanks for letting us have a little glimpse into
it's gone terrible.
Your world. And thanks for letting us invade you. You still there? Oh no, what's going on?
Oh no.
Okay, right then. Let's put him back. Right, are you there, Dan? Anyway, I think we've lost Dan. And he's got some kind of internet issue. Thanks, Laurie Fletcher. Thanks for that. Thanks to everyone that's coming in tonight to give Dan your support. Can you hear me now, Dan? No. Oh.
Thank you very much. It wasn't painful. I didn't feel a thing.
Good. Good. Yeah, and I'll see you next Tuesday with a live show. I think next Tuesday, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it'll be something fun, totally different. Anyway, one more thing before we go.
Yes,
let's get Colin
now.
Okay. Wood Wizardry by Colin says, you're inspirational, Dan. Total respect. Thanks, Colin. And thanks to everyone that came in tonight and asked questions and everyone that's gone over and subscribed to Dan. Anyway, see you later, guys.